And we're live. Welcome to another episode of Part-Time Nerd with me, your pal Alan. I hope everybody is doing all right tonight. Got a little late start tonight. Mondays are proving to be a little bit tough for me with softball going on with the kiddos. So I might look into maybe moving to a different night so that I can be a little bit more on time with everything. But anyways, I hope everyone had a good week. And here we are. So I'm going to start off with I went and saw a movie this last week, and it wasn't that good. I'm sure everybody knows what movie I'm talking about. I went and saw the New Mutants. Took the kiddos to go see that yesterday. It came out this last weekend, and it should have came out 2 years ago. If you don't know, Fox was doing it. It was supposed to be a horror type movie, and they didn't even do good at that. It was a movie. That's about all I got for it. You had, characters that you know in there. You had What Is Up, TJ Whiskey Pro in the house, host of Just Be a Dad podcast. How are you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you online. Hope all is going well with you. But you had Roberto DaCosta in there. You had Sam. You had Rain. Magic was in there. So you had characters from the Marvel Universe. It just wasn't very good. They did not do a very good job of just anything with it. I mean, you didn't really have a lot of character development. You just kind of moved on. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. Not that it matters, because I don't know that you're really even going to want to go and see the movie. But I went and I saw it. I could say that I saw it. I can save you the trip of going to go see it. It wasn't that great. Maybe when it comes out on HBO, when you can see it for free, or Cinemax, or whatever it is, okay, go check it out. But it just it almost seems like everything that with the Marvel Universe, other than Deadpool, it just wasn't that great. The X-Men was good. Then you got to a certain point where it just got bad. The Dark Phoenix was just an awful movie. Apocalypse was awful. The first one was good. X-Men First Class, that one was good. But the two after that, they just weren't really good at all. They just did a bad job of everything. I haven't heard one good thing about this movie. I said it's a movie. I mean, so they did accomplish that fact. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't that good. It didn't. I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. And I'm just like, okay. All right. Yep. All right. What's next? Let's go. Keep it going. And it was only an hour and a half. It seemed like it was a lot more than an hour and a half. I'll tell you that. I was like, oh, it's just going to be a quick movie. Okay. My 6-year-old liked it, but she's 6. So she sees superheroes and she's like, oh, I like heroes. They're part of the X-Men, and explain, well, they're not really part of the X-Men, but it's the New Mutants. Okay. But yeah, my 6-year-old liked it. So if you're 6, you might like this movie. If you're 14, my oldest, she was 14. She said it was okay. It's like the older you get, the less you like it. So me at 40, I'm a man. Yeah. Not so much. It wasn't very good. I even went into it with low expectations. I went into that movie thinking it was going to be a bad movie, and they lived up to that bill. A lot of times if I go into a movie with low expectations, I'll come out of it and I'm like, okay, that wasn't bad. But this one, it was just like, yeah, no, that was just bad. There was no I guess the best thing was kind of Magic. She was okay, the actress that played her, but then again, just don't see it. I just saved you the time, saved you the money, saved you the trip. If you really want to go see it, go see it. Drop me a line. Let me know what you thought. Odds are you thought it was bad. So If anyone else has seen it, let me know. Hit me up so we can share in the misery of seeing it and let each other know how bad of a movie it was. But what did you expect? It was a movie that was supposed to come out 2 years ago. They kept pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. Reshoots, reshoots, reshoots. You even heard through one of the reshoots, they basically reshot the whole movie. That's never a good sign. The more reshoots you have with a movie, the less likely it's going to be a good movie. But hey, it is what it is. I saw it. I can move on. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to go try and see Bill and Ted 3 this weekend. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. I wanted to go see it this weekend, but it wasn't showing at any theaters near me. So hopefully I can find a theater near me this weekend to go catch that one. But I am definitely looking forward to Bill and Ted Part 3 because that just looked like an awesome movie. So we'll see. Hopefully that one holds up, and next week I can report back with, hey, I saw a movie and it was awesome. It was Bill and Ted. We'll see. Next, let's move on to Doom Patrol. So I finally finished season number 1. I had what I have left 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes left. I plowed through them this last week and loved it. Went from something that I didn't like at all from New Mutants to the Doom Patrol, which I thought the Doom Patrol was absolutely loving it. Yeah, TJ's waiting to see the new Bill and Ted. Yeah, it's in theaters. Came out this last week. There was like one theater like way out Fort Worth that I just didn't want to go to. But no George Carlin. I did hear that they work some magic, and he does have a cameo in it, was something that I had heard. I don't know if that's true or not. But I did hear that. What is up, Rapid Dave? How you doing, buddy? My man, Rapid Dave, my co-host with Strikeout Beer, and Rapid Dave streams. He's streaming right now. So when you're done watching me, you can go catch him over on Twitch. But until then, stay here. But Doom Patrol, great movie. Or not movie, TV show. Loved it. The thing I loved about it was you had great character development in it. You had characters that you grew to love and you grew to like quicker than they liked themselves. They really hated themselves and grew to like each other. So it was definitely great. You had some great characters in there. I loved Admiral Whiskers. That's one of the greatest names ever. The next dog that I get, I'm going to name him Admiral Whiskers because that's just an awesome name. He was a rat that was in it, that his parents were killed by the Doom Patrol. The bus ran him over when Cliff was driving the bus, and he seeked revenge on Cliff and climbed inside him and screwed with his parts and things like that. But then he ends up joining forces with Mr. Nobody later on in the show and becomes gigantic as well as the cockroach Ezekiel, which he makes stops here and there throughout the whole series. And anytime he showed up, it was funny and it was good. You had the guy who played, Alan Tudyk. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but he does a lot of the nerd stuff. He's done voices in Star Wars and things like that. He did a great job in that. He was Mr. Nobody. He was the narrator. And at one point in time, he's like, it was episode 14 where he's like, all right, it's time for all this crappy character development to get taken, be done with. Now it's time for the face-off, and he's sitting there and he's wearing Doom Patrol gear. It's got the Doom Patrol poster up there in the background. So it's just really just playing off of the show. It's breaking that, the fourth wall and things like that, kind of like how Deadpool does. He does that, and I always enjoy it when you have that, as long as you're doing it right. I saw it in Birds of Prey, that Harley Quinn movie, and I didn't really enjoy it too much, but if it's done right and it's done well, it definitely adds to the show. It adds to the comedy of it and things like that. But I'm all done with the season 1 of that. Season 2 is already out and it's already come through. That's on HBO Max. You can catch it there. But I'm going to go ahead. I might take a break from Doom Patrol because this Friday, the second season of The Boys drops. And I'm super excited about that. Watched season 1. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was great. So now we're going into season 2 after the big cliffhanger. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but if you haven't watched season 1 of The Boys, go and check it out. It's awesome. It's on Amazon Prime. Season 2 is dropping on Friday, and they're releasing that 1 episode a week. So I'm going to stay on that with the 1 episode a week. And when I go live, I will talk about each episode. So if that's something that you're interested in, you want to keep up with that, I'll be talking about that. Just make sure you watch the episode before Monday. Maybe a different day. Like I said, I might be moving the show maybe over to like Thursdays or something temporarily, as I'm, again, had to push things back tonight for softball with the kiddos. But season 2, The Boys, that drops this Friday. Super excited about that. That is your superheroes kind of gone bad and the normal guys trying to keep them in check and things like that. It's just completely wheels off and just crazy. It's definitely a good watch, and I highly recommend it if you're into comic books or things like that. It's good. It's funny. It's just completely wheels off. Great show. Absolutely love it. Check it out. And kind of staying with that, well, not staying with that, but we had a couple of deaths. I'm going to move on to that. Let's bring the room on down. So you had the shocking death of Chadwick Boseman, who played the Black Panther. He played Jackie Robinson. He's been in several movies. It turns out he's been battling cancer for the last 4 years and didn't tell anybody about it. Nobody knew. Maybe like his close family and friends knew, but as far as just out there in the public, no one knew. And he's out there filming, Black Panther, Avengers, the Avengers movies. He did a few other movies, and he's doing all this while battling cancer. And then at the same time, you see him out there visiting children, kids in the children's hospital who are fighting cancer, and he's there trying to cheer them up. And now looking back at that, you're like, wow, he was going through the same thing that these kids were, and he's just there just doing what he can to brighten their day and do what he can. And I saw some things where, like, over the last little while, he'd been getting skinnier and skinnier and things like that, and he'd actually been catching some flack for that online, but nobody knew he was losing that weight and doing that because he was fighting off cancer. So yeah, if you're going through something like that, and he kept it personal and kept it within his family and fought the fight and did the good fight until, cancer sucks. No one likes it, So it sucks to lose him, because his portrayal of the Black Panther was awesome. I loved this Black Panther. The movie was great. Him in the Avengers was awesome. Just did a really good job of portraying it. So I'm curious to see what Marvel is going to do going forward. Are they going to scrap Black Panther? Are they going to, one storyline that you can go to is his sister takes over the mantle. And that actually did happen in the comics, where Shuri did take over as the Black Panther. So that is definitely a way that they can go with the story. Or do they go the route of recasting? Do they recast him and now they have someone else playing the part of T'Challa, and you have a new Black Panther? One thing that I saw out there, some fans threw out there, was like, here's what you need to do because of the snap and everything. Eric Killmonger actually comes back, but he's back as a good guy and not as a bad guy. So you have Killmonger taking over the mantle of the Black Panther, which I thought Michael B. Jordan did a great job of portraying Killmonger, but now you're asking him to do complete opposite of what he was. But I think he could definitely pull it off. I like Michael B. Jordan. I think he's a great actor, and I thought he did a great job in that movie. So that'd be something I'd be interested to see. But yeah, that's what everyone's kind of waiting on now is, and it's going to be a while before they make any announcements on that. They're not going to make any announcements anytime soon. We're probably looking at a year down the road before they say anything or bring any of that up. So we'll see what happens. And with the way things are going with COVID, there's a lot of filming that's just not going on right now. So you've got the time to make that decision, because you're not bringing all these people in to do the filming with everything going on with COVID right now. So, but RIP Chadwick Boseman. You lived a good life, man. Taken way too soon. And moving on from him, let's go over to, there was another death today. And when I say the name, you're probably not going to know who it is. Norm Spencer. But if you grew up when I did, you're fully aware of who Norm Spencer is, not by his name, but by the voice that he did. And he was the voice of Cyclops in the X-Men animated movies. Not movies, I'm sorry. The X-Men animated TV show that was on, in the, was that 90s? It was on early 90s, late 80s, somewhere around there. Like, he was the voice of Cyclops, and to me, he will always be the voice of Cyclops. If I'm reading an X-Men comic and Cyclops is talking, that's the voice that I hear in my head. That's the sound that I hear. That's how I always picture Cyclops talking. So it always throws me off when you have him in these other movies and you hear his voice and you're like, that's just not, to me, that's never Cyclops. It's always been Norm Spencer and his voice on the X-Men animated show. And to me, that's always going to be Cyclops' voice. And anytime I read anything that Cyclops is saying, that's the voice that I read it in, is his voice. And that's how I hear it. So sucks to lose, two people in back-to-back days. Chadwick Boseman, especially, he was young, 43 years old, just really starting to take off and live his life. Cancer just sucks, man. What can I say? And let's move on to Fortnite. We're going to talk a little bit of Fortnite tonight. They just released season 4 or something like that, or season 2, chapter 4. I'm not sure how all that stuff works. If Rapid Dave, if you're watching, or TJ, you probably know better than I do. But they just released the new season of that, and with the new season comes the Marvel skins. And I've been super excited once I saw that announcement come out. It's like a week and a half ago or whenever it was first announced that they were going to be doing this. I was like, yes, this is awesome. And the first thing I did, Friday night, log on, played, working on leveling up, got my Thor skin, get your Thor skin right away. And I got that courtesy of our boy TJ over there at Just Be a Dad podcast, actually gifted me the battle pass. So as soon as I logged in, I already had Thor, which was awesome. So I've just been playing nonstop with Thor and working on leveling up and some of the other skins that you can get. You've got She-Hulk, you've got Groot, you've got Iron Man. There's going to be a Wolverine skin that's going to be coming out. You got a little rocket that you can get. I think he's more of like a backpack that you can have to go with you. And I'm sure there's more. I've heard some right after the Boseman passing, they started talking about, let's get a Black Panther skin going. So there's that rumor that's out there. You've got the rumor of a Spider-Man skin that's going to be coming out. There's a lot of skins that they can do, and a lot of things that are great. I think there's also a Mystique. I think I saw a Mystique skin. There's a Storm that you can get. She-Hulk. There's a lot of different ones. They just released Silver Surfer the other day. So you got a Silver Surfer skin. You can get him, and you can have the Silver Surfer as your Storm. Okay, here we go. Storm and Mystique, Doctor Doom, and there's rumors of even a Venom later this season. Venom would be awesome. Absolutely love Venom. Thanks for chiming that in there, TJ. But yeah, Venom would definitely be sweet. Huge Venom fan. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and with that comes Venom. As you can see right here over my shoulder, I got the face. David Sanchez did that art, and it's half Venom, half Spider-Man on the face. Absolutely love Spider-Man and Venom, and if you can bring Venom into the game, yes, looking forward to that. That is going to be awesome. Excited about that. But they've got all that, and like, I'm more motivated now to play Fortnite more now than I was before. I've enjoyed my time playing Fortnite. I enjoy my Friday nights playing with the dads at Fortnite. TJ jumps on. I play with him. Darren, play with him. I play with all those guys, and we do the Banana Rumble at midnight on Friday nights, Central Standard Time. So if you are a Fortnite player and you want to jump in with some dads who like to play and have some fun, check out Dads of Fortnite, the group Teach Me to Fortnite. You can look me up. I'm Part-Time Nerd. This is my PlayStation handle on there, and on Fortnite, we'll play some games, have some fun. I stream on Friday nights. Once I get online, you can catch that over there on Twitch. For those of you watching on Twitch, you already know where to find me. And I'm right there on Twitch. I have Part-Time Nerd podcast on there, and I've been streaming on Friday nights. Thinking about maybe doing a little bit on Saturdays. We'll see how everything goes. But right now, you catch me Friday nights. But the new Marvel skins are awesome. Love them. They're really sweet. Beers in the chats. Rapid Dave, how's it going, buddy? Hope your stream is going good tonight. And the last thing I got tonight is I have started a new group associated with the Part-Time Nerd page. So if you haven't joined it yet, make sure you jump over there and join it. I've sent a bunch of invites out. I'm still working on sending some invites out, but it's the group's called Part-Time Nerds, and it's a place for everybody to post with their stuff, all their nerd stuff. Their Rapid Dave posted his Black Series helmet on there, his Mandalorian, the prototype helmet. He posted a question at, hey, who else is into the Black Series helmets? He's got several of those. You can post your pops on there, your Legos, talk about movies that you're watching, all these comic book movies, the TV shows, anything like that. Anything you want to post, anything you want to talk about nerd related, that's a safe haven for you, somewhere where you can go and talk about that, share your love for it, and let's have some fun. I'm going to start putting some polls on there of different things like comic book covers that I like. And, I just want to get your opinion. Which one do you like the best? Maybe we'll throw some TV shows out there. Hey, which show did you guys like the best? And just all kinds of stuff. Let's start feeling the heartbeat of the group. What do you guys want me to talk about? I'll post some polls on there about that. But make sure you check out that group, Part-Time Nerds. It's right there on the Part-Time Nerd page. If you haven't already got an invite, expect to get one soon. Join in. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some nerddom. Looking forward to it. But that's it. Seems like it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode tonight, but I've had a lot of fun. Make sure to check me out Wednesday night with my pal Rapid Dave over there at Strikeout Beer. Catch us 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and if you want just the audio, you can catch that over on Spreaker, as well as you can catch the replays anywhere you listen to your podcast. Check out Rapid Dave over there at Rapid Dave Streams. He's streaming right now on Twitch. Go over there, boo that man, give him some beers in the chat. You'll catch him over there. Rapid Dave streams on Twitch, as well as Rapid Dave streams on Facebook as well. And then we've got a bunch of other pages that we've got going on. The Tick. TJ wants to talk about The Tick. You know what? I'm going to find The Tick. I'll start watching it. I think they got the one there on Amazon Prime or Hulu. I'm going to start watching The Tick. And we'll start talking about The Tick for TJ. Anything for that man. But check out TJ over there at Just Be a Dad podcast. He released his first episode a couple weeks ago. You can go catch the replay if you didn't catch it the first time. Send him pictures, things like that, talking about just being a dad. What is it you're doing for your kids? If you want to just go somewhere and talk about your kids, that's the place you can go. Tag Just Be a Dad podcast. Hey, look, here's what I'm doing with my kids today. I'm having a blast. It's great. Or it's a little rough right now, but I'm going to get through it. We're building a great community over there for dads, by dads, just being there to help support each other, be there for each other. And TJ's doing a great job at building that group up. And the more and more people we can get over there, the better that group's going to be. We've also got Cheers Dad on Facebook and Instagram. You can go onto there, and that's where you post a picture of something you just did, whether it is, I just fed my kid breakfast, and then when you were done, you cracked open a beer. Cheers, Dad. Whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be something amazing or it's something mundane, you just went and got the mail. Now it's time to crack open a beer. Cheers, Dad. Whatever it is, that's a page to go ahead and celebrate all the stuff that we do as dads. And cheers. We've got 2 beards and a pint. We've got late night beer reviews. You can catch late night beer reviews live Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Central Time over on Facebook. You can catch it on Late Night Beer Reviews. You can catch it on Strikeout Beer, YouTube, all of those places. But until next time, guys, it's been fun. As always, I'm Alan. Deuces.